was crossing Colorado, just having a blast, when my 58 Chevy ran out of gas. I was miles from the town and I thought it was stuck, when I saw this dude in a beat-up truck. So I showed him my thumb. He slowed right down, but I knew in a flash he wasn't headed for town. There were picks and shovels stashed in his rig. He leaned out the window and said, "Can you dig?" "Can I what?" Well, the man looked square, but I needed the ride. I said, "I can dig," and I got inside. I asked who he was, and he said, "Call me Doc. I dig big bones out of rubble and rock in the Morrison beds at the Dry Mesa Quarry. Come with me and you won't be sorry. The chow is great and the pay is okay, and there's dinosaur bones that'll blow you away." I said, "Wow." He said, "Come and dig a bone, come and dig a dino, dig a better bone, dig a better dino, dig a bigger bone, dig a bigger dino, come and dig a better, bigger dinosaur bone." Well, we got to the place, his crew was there. They were chipping at the hillside, laying bones bare. They gave me a pick and showed me a spot where the rock was hard and the sun was hot. Well, I dug all day and it was 7 o'clock before I hit pay dirt and called for the doc. It looked like a lump, but the doc was wise. He said, "Sauropod of unusual size." I said, "Huh?" For 18 days we excavated. The bone was enormous and Doc was elated. We got it out and we dug a trench, so the bone sat up on a hard rock bench. We had us a 9-foot shoulder blade of the mightiest dinosaur ever made. We mixed up plaster and soaked burlap. Doc grinned at me and he said, "Can you rap?" "Can I what?" "Wrap a bigger bone, wrap a bigger dino, plaster up a bone, plaster up a dino, jacket up a bone, jacket up a dino, wrap a plastic jacket on a dinosaur bone." So we wrapped it up. When it dried, we turned it on over to the other side. We finished that jacket and there was the bone, too heavy to lift and too big to take home. So Doctor says, "I'll go to town to get a bigger truck to haul it on down, and if you come along, we'll get you some gas and you can be on your way at last." "No way, man. Hey, I want to stay here and dig some more. There's lots more bones in an ultrasaur. I've got the fossil fever and I just don't care if I sweat and I ache and get dust in my hair, so I camped at that dig all summer long. My hands got blistered, but my back got strong. We found more bones, and when we were through, Doc took them all back to BYU. Took them where? Hey, got a bigger bone, got a bigger dino, got a better bone, got a better dino, gotta get it home, got a lot of dino, now we got a bigger, better dinosaur bone. Now I'm working for the doc full time, cleaning up all those bones we find. But once a year I head for the field to see what those Morrison beds will yield. Well, just this summer I loaded my truck, drove to the quarry to try my luck, hoping maybe I'd find a piece of an even bigger size Mobius. I say, yeah. Well, as I drove along in the Utah heat, I saw this dude by the side of the street. He stuck out his thumb and I stopped my rig. I leaned out the window and said, "Can you dig? I'm taking a trip to the late Jurassic. The pay's okay and the bones are classic." He asked what I did and I just said, "I bring 'em back big and I bring 'em back dead." He said, "What?" I said, "Gonna dig a bone, dig a bigger dino, bag a bigger bone, bag a bigger dino, find a bone, find a dino, gonna find a bona fide dinosaur bone. Dig a bigger bone, dig a bigger dino, dig a better bone, dig a better dino, dig a bigger bone, dig a bigger dino, gonna dig a better, bigger dinosaur bone."